Hello everyone, and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin. Squirms Ghost here. I would first like to make a shout out to, once again, a King Rat 543 who let me know that I missed something down by the docks. So, we will continue our adventure by first heading down there to see what I've missed.
We need more help or she's lost!
Alright, well I guess I'm too late. I was told that a ship was on fire, so it looked like it sunk already, unfortunately. So starting here, we will just explore around Cyseal, and it looks like I need to level up my second character over here. Abilities shape what a character can do and how well it performs. In order to level up an ability, spend the number of ability points equal to the ability's next level. Abilities are capped at 5. So I have 1. I decided I'll increase her lockpicking skill, mainly so then we can get into chests and stuff a little easier. And also for Trovion, I'll see what skills I can increase for him. I decided to increase the bow for Trovion because I picked up a few bows and stuff, I believe. Firestorm Grenade. This harm-looking bottle deals 11 to 18 fire damage in a 4.0 radius. Fire Arrow. Burn stuff 8 to 12 fire damage. Oh, nice. Poison Arrow. 10 poison target, 12 poison damage. Awesome.
Well, you see, the gold and silver planets in square aspect suggest a struggle within you.
A struggle? What kind of struggle?
Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage.
All careful now. Never know when those green beasts are gonna launch another blazer our way.
Famous Scorpius temper of yours.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm hearing the animals talking because of my animal skill as a wayfarer. Oh nice, a fine wooden fire wand. 12 to 40 fire, critical. I wonder if that's something that Arina could use. Static cloud arrow. Creates a static cloud when targeting character. Deals 19 to 32 piercing damage. An empty canister, bulbous cylinder stopped with pocket marked in tarnished brass. The embossed metal worker's mark hailed from a faraway military munitions factory. Alright.
Back on my feet again.
Oh nice. Food gives you a pretty good healing rate. I think it all depends what it is, but
Source? Here in Cyseal? Pah! Of all the cursed hunks of rock to land on, Conrad chooses this one.
alright. Thank you.
Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my hands.
Keep your pleasantries to yourself. What are you doing inside this warehouse, snooping around? If it's conversation you're looking for, I'd recommend my comrade Florius, or as I prefer to call him, Loose Lips McGee. As for myself, my job is to protect this warehouse, not chit-chat with intruders.
You seem to have strong opinions about Florius.
That idiot man-child would sooner spend an hour chatting up a thief than a minute arresting him. I only hope he gets transferred out of this warehouse and straight to the perimeter. Let him rot off as zombies here instead of mine. Ah, even thinking of him turns one into a gabbing hen. Please, leave me be.
Alright, I'll take my leave. So I can tell we're not actually supposed to be in there, so I'll go look around up in town, see if there's any shops where I can sell some of my goods. And if you know what goods I should hold on to, leave a comment in the chat.
Source Hunters here too! Well, if the Legion couldn't save this place, what are you gonna do?
A lot more than you. Bye.
Fastened tighter than the treasury.
That thief is free for now, but I wonder how long it'll be until his growling belly seduces him back onto the crooked path.
What did you think of that fish thief?
Thank you for making that would-be thief see reason. I only hope your instruction lasts. The last thing the plagued people of Cyseal need is a thief among them.
That is true. But let me see what you have. Drag items you wish to buy or sell onto the barrier's barter window. Balance the offer by pressing the scale. Confirm the transaction by pressing the blue accept button in the middle. You can also identify and repair items with the trader.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Okay, there we go. I'll just sell my bow then. The one I don't need. This direct command represents the trader's attitude towards you. The higher the attitude, the better the prices. You can raise the trader's attitude by donating items of gold.
Cheese, tomatoes.
So I can raise it by donating. I may have to come back to her soon, but I'll take a look at other traders in the area.
Don't scuttle away before you've tried some of the ocean's finest bounty. How many crab claws would you like? 3? 11?
Wow. So that's a big jump from 3 to 11.
I listened in while you were talking to that would-be thief. Thank you for preserving my stock. It's no wonder you source hunters are known for setting the place straight. Don't scuttle away before you've tried some of the ocean's finest bounty. How many crab claws would you like? 3? 11?
Oh wow, she has a lot of gold. Okay.
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
So let's see what we can do.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. Their excuse is more holes than a slice of this fine almond there.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies Cyseal's ever seen.
I will lose one just to see if I can increase the reputation with them. Alright, maybe not, but I have more gold now.
You there! A moment of your indulgence, if you please. You are the source hunter, are you not? The hero the whole of Cyseal is abuzz about. The talk of the town. The juiciest grape on the grapevine. Such a pleasure to meet you. A delight. No, scratch that. It is so much more than a delight. it is an intervention of fate. Yes, that's it. Fate has put me on this very spot so I may tell you all about a most intriguing opportunity indeed.
Such kind words. First, who are you?
Mendius, at your service. What is my profession? Well, I'll tell you what it used to be, and that is a man of medicine. But what does a man of medicine do but mend what has first been broken? I saved lives, to be sure, but today I change them.
Interesting. So you're not worried about the undead out and about?
They call the undead a problem, my friend, but those who know the ways of the Fabulous Five see no problems. They see opportunities. An enterprising spirit can wrench riches from cold dead rocks, or from cold dead full stop.
Okay, so what about the opportunity you mentioned?
Oh, it's not merely an opportunity. It is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to become better. To become the full extent of the promise that is locked inside of each and every one of us. So first of all, let me ask you this question. Do you like adventure?
I'm a source hunter. Of course I like adventure.
Of course I do. How could someone in my profession not?
Quite right. Adventure is what we live for.
See here. You and I share the same passion. I never doubted it for a moment. The thrill of walking the unbeaten path. The rush of finding yourself in a goblin ambush, knowing you'll prevail nonetheless. Too bad your line of work comes with such measly recompense. Am I right? The wage of a mere soldier. Now, between you and me, tell me truthfully, don't you sometimes wish you could earn more?
Riches do not interest me,
Riches do not interest me much, actually.
Really? I wouldn't mind earning an extra penny
Nor
here
me.
and there.
Wealth is but vanity.
Whoops. You put 2 instead of 1.
Oh, but I know you're just being bashful. I bet that in your heart of hearts, your eyes water with joy when you discover yet another treasure during your travels. Even so, my friend, matters of a pecuniary nature aside, what is life without variety, without spice? To be a source hunter must get frightfully dreary sometimes. Am I right? All those orders. Investigate this, retrieve that. And at the end of the day, what do you have to show for it? Wouldn't you prefer to call your own shots? Be your own boss?
Hey, the big cheese on your book with a
Better to lead than follow, that much is true.
It's better to lead than to follow. That much is true.
Better be served than serve, I can say.
Arina's as many friends as the man.
I disagree, for I am content with my station. I'll do number 2.
I disagree. I, for one, am content with my station.
You disagree with one another. But that proves you are firm-willed, that you have the minds of independence, not dependence. Admit, life's too short to spend it doing someone else's bidding. Am I right? Of course I am. And I could help you attain the dream, enact the change you deserve. And that is exactly why I am here. Why fate has put me right by the door to the King Crab, so that I could meet you and tell you about the marvel that is the Fabulous Five. The invitation to join is yours. Grab it.
Tell me more about the Fabulous Five.
Ah, the Fabulous Five. How I enjoy simply saying the words that describe the most illustrious and celebrated adventurers' guild in Riverlon. Our mission, to better the world. Our mantra, to better ourselves as we do so. To realize our dreams and cleanse our souls. You'd like nothing more than to enlist, wouldn't you? Of course you would. And you can. Of course, if you still have questions, I shall answer them to the best of my abilities. But if not, how about we get started?
So what is the members of the Fabulous Five actually do?
What a gem of a question. Straight as an arrow, sharp as a switchblade. Most meritorious of you. Now then, to join the Fabulous Five is to join a fellowship, to join a fraternity, a sorority, a community. The title of Knight is bestowed upon you the moment you sign our waiver, and so it all begins. I shall be the one to give you your first contracts, and once the job is done, I shall see to it you get your fair share of the reward. Of course, should you spread the word, should you propagate the gospel of the Fabulous Five and thereby draw new knights into our fellowship, you will get a share of the reward from their contracts too. Isn't that wonderful? By now, the genial glow of the fellowship must have warmed your heart. It has, hasn't it? But did I say fellowship? I mean family. For like a family, we support one another, cheer one another, see each other through thick and thin, partake in glory and defeat. Work hard, fulfill contracts, enlist new knights, and swiftly shall you rise through the ranks. You will better yourself. You will better Riverlong. You will make the stars shine all the brighter, and you'll get fabulously wealthy in the process. What's not to like?
I think I will enlist just so that I can get more adventures and side quests.
Of course, of course, of course. All you need to do is sign this waiver, and just like that, snap! You're part of the family. All I need is your lovely little autograph. What do you say?
Join a guild, better the world, earn a lot of gold, yes, count me in.
Join a guild, better the world, earn a lot of gold. Yes, count me in.
You'd fall for this foolish scheme. Gods, you're gullible.
We must think of our own futures. The Order of Source Hunters will not provide for us forever.
I'll go with number 3 here.
Are you telling me this is not the most double-faced guy you ever met?
No, we'll do as I say and there's an end to it.
Marvelous. Magnificent. Oh, but what am I saying? Fabulous is the word. You may not realize it yet, but your fortunes, your very life is about to change for the better. So let us not dilly-dally. To business. Your first assignment is ready and waiting if you're ready and willing.
Tell me more about the Fabulous Five.
What more is there to say, my friend? You are one of us now. A proud member of the even prouder Fabulous Five. Glory be, for glory has found you.
About my assignment?
Oh, it's a pretty straightforward task, this one. Now, in this town dwells a wizard. Ahu is his name, and he's a frightful eccentric. Scientific type, you know the kind. Favors reason over faith and all that. Not Fabulous Five material, him. His experimental weapons may keep a couple of skeletons away from the city, but many of his other researches failed, malfunctioned with tragic consequences. One of them was a big lumbering apparatus, a frightful automaton shaped like a giant made of steel. It was supposed to crush the undead by the dozens, piloted as it was by a trained legionnaire. But you can guess what happened. Did it become sentient? Was it cursed? Whatever the cause, the thing relieved itself of its pilot and headed north towards a network of caves. Now ask yourself, what if it comes back? It could smash the city walls and claim 100 lives before being subdued. Luckily, there are those in this world who belong to the Fabulous Five. The braves who eat such monstrosities for breakfast. Go, my friend. Find this wizard's abomination and claim your just reward from Mayor Cyseal in the name of our hallowed guild. Easy money.
Alright, we'll continue on into the crime scene first.
Ah, hello. I suppose you're here to viciously interrogate me for information I don't have, like our noble Captain Aureus before you.
First off, tell me about yourself.
I am the Duke of Ferrell, though I suppose my name is in the mouths of enough ruthless gossipers that you've heard of me by now.
What do you know about Jake's murder?
It's very tragic news. I won't posture and say that the Consular and I were anything near allies, but I truly never wish the man harm.
Alright, Duke, thank you.
Have you ever had the fortune of challenging the fabled wizard of Hunter's Edge?
I'm gonna talk to the cat since I have that ability. Because he has the talent Pet Pal, you can easily converse with
You're
animals.
welcome to scratch me behind the ears if you like. I won't scratch back.
For what, exactly?
Who are you?
I am Unsinkable Sam. At least that's what they call me around here. Used to be a ship's cat, but the clipper I was on sank, and I was the only one to wrestle himself free from the waves. The people here were kind and took me in. Been the king crab's foremost patron ever since.
Tell me about the ship you're on, Unthinkable Sam.
A magnificent ship she was. Used to belong to a pirate, I was told. Unlike me, she didn't prove to be unsinkable, though. We hit the cliffs right neath the lighthouse. Not very apt a name for that building, I must say, for no light was shining from it. The moment I hit the water, I writhed around like I would on a hot tin roof. By some miracle, I managed to reach the beach, covered in kelp and smelling worse than a fish's funeral parlor. But I was alive, and that was more than anybody else could say.
So you're just hanging around the inn, are
You were the only survivor?
So I was. What friends I had. They drowned alongside the rats I used to hunt in the galley. And there I was, all alone. Not that I have it bad here, mind you. I've milk and fish aplenty. Most folks will pet me kindly, and when one of the village girls holds me tight against her ample bosom, I purr up a storm. But I do long for a companion of my own kind, and in that regard, there is no one like Maxine.
Who is Maxine?
Maxine, the mayor's darling pet. So gentle, so fair a feline. The grace of her whiskers, the subtle palette of dyes in her sable coat. She's one of a kind, that cat. She likes me. I know she does. But when I declare my love, she backs away. I don't know why. I have serenaded her and braved many a bucket of water for my efforts. But for some reason, she is not to be swayed.
Waiting for what, exactly?
I have some other questions for you.
By all means.
What's your take on the undead?
People make a fuss about them because they endanger the lands around the city. They never bother me when I'm out for my monthly walk, though. But still, I do detest them. I mean, they're so unnatural, aren't they? Cats can have 9 lives, but humans are only entitled to 1.
Can you tell me more about the orcs?
Oh, don't mention orcs to me. Worse than dogs, that lot. Sank Walrus Willie's boat right from under him. Best anchovy fisher in the world he was. A loss to us all.
I'm sorry about Wallace Willie.
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with
Alright, we will see if there's anyone else we can talk to.
When you realize that reward money won't be lining your...
What have we here? A source hunter, is it? Well, my day just became rather more stimulating. Oh, stand still then, if you don't mind. I want to take a good long look at the so-called savior of Cyseal. tall as an elf, strong as an orc, but your face, quite classical, isn't it? Statuesque, some might say. Yes, smooth and sturdy as marble, yet fine as a chisel's edge. And my word, what passion burns from your eyes. Please forgive my being forward, but I dare say, can it be? You're exactly the person I've been searching for.
You've been searching for someone?
That I have. For nearly a lifetime, it seems. Well, I'm sure you must know what I mean. Like existence itself lacked a significant component? Like if you could only fill a certain void, could connect with the right body, the right spirit. Together you could uncover new and thrilling vistas. I believe I have found that component, that body, that spirit within you, Source Hunter. Come, if ever we are to be united, we must truly entwine our fates. We must link our causes forevermore. Yes, you must join the Fabulous Five right away, as soon as time permits. Together, as a team, we'll explore the boundless realm before us. We'll uncover fate, inch by inch.
About the Fabulous Five.
So you've joined up. You've sworn to share in our adversity and our bounty alike. Oh, you've made my heart soar. I can finally offer you our finest adventuring equipment at fantastic in-house rates. Come now, let's trade. Well, you must be thrilled to find yourself a member of a team so widely renowned for its valor and skill. And you must be even more curious about how you yourself can suit up to face such enemies as a member of the Fabulous Five must face. Well, never fear. I have everything you need.
Before I buy from a random person I don't even know, can you tell me a bit more about yourself?
I am Anna, jewel in the crown that is the Fabulous Five. I've cut 1,000 throats, and baked 1,000 bread rolls, stolen the crown jewels of the Queen of Arata, and, with my pockets full, helped her reach enlightenment. When the day comes that I die, the gods will evacuate the heavens to make space for my formidable collection of designer slippers. But haven't we wasted enough breath with chit-chat? Come now, why don't we trade instead? A member of the Fabulous Five can't well be seen with those playthings you call weaponry.
Don't you want to adventure forth hand in hand, like you said?
Oh, darling, that was so long ago now. Who can remember who said what after all this time? What matters is the here and now. And in this moment, I promise to give you the best deals on adventuring equipment you'll find in all Cyseal. Well, you are a member of the eminent Fabulous Five, after all.
Oh, my goodness.
Sorry, I've run out of signed handkerchiefs. An Alistair keyring, maybe. In any case, make it quick. You're not the only fan who wants some of my time.
I'm not a fan, I'm sorry. I'm actually not familiar with you.
What do you mean, not familiar? You expect me to believe you've never heard of Alistair the Almighty?
Nope.
Why, I'm only the most famous wizard this side of the distance. Although, it'd be worth checking the other side too, just in case. And don't forget, I'm the most eminent member of the Fabulous Five to boot. Surely you already know we've been voted the most influential adventurers guild by SideQuest Monthly. 3 years running.
Alright, I'll take my leave. I got a crime scene to investigate.
Tell me, Alistair, have you ever had
A Source Hunter? I'd like to report some dark magic. Only tainted hearts could tip as miserably as this lot.
So you're the waitress around here?
Been at the King Crab nearly 10 years now, personally. Seen every character you can imagine, from bums to wizards, passed through these doors for a pint and a place to rest.
Were you here the night of Jake's murder?
I think I'm one of the last folks to hear him alive. That awful scream has been ringing in my ears ever since. And with the room where it all happened still under quarantine, we've a constant reminder of exactly what happened. Though that's the question, isn't it? What exactly did happen? We all thought it was Esmeralda who checked into that room, and the Duke that followed her in. I was washing up and nudging the last of the lushes out of the door when a cloaked woman rushed in right past me. I never got a good look at her, damn my eyes, but I figured the way she disappeared that she was visiting one of the lodgers. Lucky for the perpetrators, I was rinsing bottles in the back when the terrible deed took place and saw nothing more. I'm not proud to say I ducked under the counter and damn well stayed there till I heard Ivad fling that door open. But I was paralyzed with fright.
Alright, thank you for your information.
Please do keep shouting.
Zimbladorix! That! Ha! Quite under my spell, aren't you? Yes, my enfriending charm never fails.
No, it doesn't. Please tell me about yourself.
Me? You mean you don't recognize me? Well, you must live under a very large, very heavy rock, for I'm the finest wizard in Rivellon.
Strange. I've never heard of you, myself.
Yes, that is strange. Strange indeed. But it's a strange world we live in, isn't it? A strange and magical world, full of wonders and regionis regentum.
And what was that supposed to accomplish?
Oh, you'll find out. You'll find out indeed. If I'm as good as they say I am, you'll have sprouted a pair of long purple ears in the next hour. Ah, how I do love a tasty aubergine in summertime.
Hello.
Ah, pointless chatter with strangers does so thrill me. How did you know? Please continue interrupting my drink if you'd be so kind.
Alright, bye.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Greetings, Source Hunter. I don't mean to hinder your investigation, but I can't open this door for anyone who hasn't received Captain Aureus' explicit approval.
I've spoken to Captain Aureus. Please let me inside.
Not exact.
Whoops. Whoa, this what a...
Source was in...
What happened?
What happened? Is this a dream?
I don't think so. That stone. Somehow it sent us flying into the stars.
Wow. And the lights light up automatically.
Terrible, terrible, terrible! It will consume us all!
What? Let's go see.
By the quill that lasts a billion words, what's this? Two Rivellonians here? At the end of space and time? How very, very, very curious. Oh, yes, proper introductions. Zixex the historian at your service. It is my job to record all that was, and is, and hopefully all that is to be. As for how I got here, well, for a historian appointed by the gods themselves, hopping to the end of time is as easy as 1, 2, 3. How you got here, though, that's a rather more interesting question.
Interesting, yes.
On such a tiny and rapidly shrinking vestige of space and time, I wouldn't have expected to find a soul but my own shadow.
Why is this place, as you say, shrinking?
Ah, at last a question I can answer most definitively. I mentioned already that this place is the end of time. If that didn't send your heart into your stomach and your pulse a-flutter, it should have. Time ought naturally to have no end at all. Indeed, I can think of no worse nightmare for a chronicler such as myself. But something totally, utterly terrible has happened.
Yes, it did. We're here. How can time come to an end?
Show, don't tell, I always say. So go, peer through yonder looking lens and feast your soon-to-be terrified eyes on the darkness that is approaching.
Might be quite mad.
Darkness approaching.
Then we better appease him and have a look through the looking lens.
Whoa.
You looked. You saw. Terrifying, isn't... What's this? The portal. It's...
What is it?
The portal has become active. Fantastic. Astounding. Onward we should go.
Just gonna collect some things along with me.
Another one for the collection.
Alright, I think I'm ready to go through the portal.
The portal! It's quite sprung to life, just like the long dormant flames that decorate this observatory. After all my waiting and hoping, could it be?
Yes, I'm pretty certain it could be.
You, dear stranger, you must be the key. Something about your presence here is causing the end of time to grow. The true end itself to move further away. Those torches, a light! This portal active once more. It cannot be coincidence.
Before we go through the portal, can we first talk about what we saw through the lens?
Goodness me, how right you are. There's so much to take in, I'd nearly forgotten. And what you saw has been haunting my mind since I first discovered it. It is the void itself. The dragon that is devouring creation. When I speak of the end of time, this is exactly what I mean. I can't say for sure where it came from, how or why, but I do know this. It's shrinking our future by the second. And if we don't stop it, it will devour the past and present as well.
You believe we are somehow connected to this plane?
It's not that I believe, it's that I have seen. Long have I been waiting here, hoping that one day this very portal would ignite. Then, no longer than a few mere moments after you arrive, zap it goes. The chronicler of time knows a pattern when he sees one.
What lies beyond this portal?
Ah, though I cannot say for certain, if it is what I believe, then our prayers might well be answered.
What is it that you believe?
In fact, every last question that ever plagued your noggin might well be answered, for I believe what lies beyond this portal is nothing other than... But why spoil the mystery? As soon as we leap through, we'll find out for certain.
Through the portal, then.
After you, after you. Oh, what wonders we may find on the other side. You first, but don't dilly-dally.
Alright guys, this is probably a good end for this episode. We want to go first look at the crime scene, and wow, we ended up here. So at a good stopping point. Thank you for joining me during this walkthrough. See you in the next one.